In a world obsessed with filters, likes, and fake perfection, the real flex is being authentically you. No masks, no performances, no bending just to fit into someone else's mold. Unapologetic authenticity is about standing firmly in who you are, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it makes others uneasy. It's the quiet power of knowing your truth and not trading it for anyone's approval. You're not here to make everyone comfortable. You're here to be real. Too often, people dilute themselves just to be accepted, hiding their opinions, their passions, their intensity, their pain. But the truth is, you'll never be at peace trying to be someone you're not. The more you fake it for the world, the further you drift from your soul. Living authentically doesn't mean in being loud or reckless. It means being true. It means speaking honestly, showing up fully, and owning every part of your journey, even the messy, broken, or misunderstood parts. And yes, you'll lose people when you stop performing, but the ones who stay, the ones who respect the real you, they're the ones worth keeping. Being authentic is hard. It demands courage. It invites rejection. But it also builds respect, not just from others, but from yourself. You don't owe the world a version of you that's watered down, polished, or pleasing. You owe yourself a life that's real. So take off the mask. Stop waiting to be accepted. Accept yourself first, because when you live in unapologetic authenticity, you don't just survive, you dominate. Radical self-belief isn't confidence. It's deeper than that. It's a non-negotiable conviction in who you are, what you stand for, and what you're capable of, even when the world gives you every reason to doubt it. It's easy to believe in yourself when everything is going right, when people cheer you on, when success is visible, when results are obvious. But radical self-belief shows up when no one's clapping, when you're misunderstood, when doors slammed in your face, when people look at you and laugh at your dreams. That's when you dig in. That's when your belief has to roar louder than the noise around you. Radical self-belief means you don't wait for validation. You don't need you don't need a spotlight to start. You don't crumble when you're criticized. Even if your hands are shaking, you speak. Even if your voice is breaking, you keep showing up, especially when it's hard, because you know your vision is real, your purpose is solid, and your worth, it's not up for negotiation. This belief doesn't come from arrogance. It comes from clarity. The clarity that you were built for more, and the humility to prove it through relentless action. Every champion, every icon, every underdog that they all had this one thing in common. They believed when nobody else did. So don't just believe when it's convenient. Believe when it's costly. Believe when it's lonely. Believe when it's quiet. Because if you can hold on to self-belief when everything's trying to tear it from you, you become untouchable. You become dangerous. You become unstoppable. Life will not go easy on you. And das test yours, it's attack your self-worth for your peace. At some point, you'll be hated, doubted, misunderstood, and maybe even betrayed. But emotional resilience is what separates the ones who crumble from the ones who rise. Resilience is not about pretending you're unbreakable. It's about showing up when everything inside you says stay down. It's about taking every blow, every loss, every insult, and still standing tall, still showing up, still pushing forward. Pressure isn't a reason to quit. It's the environment where greatness is shaped. Just like diamonds are made under extreme pressure, your character is forged in those dark, painful moments when most people would fold. And hate, it's just noise. People will throw shade when they don't understand your fire. Let them. Don't absorb their energy. Convert it into fuel. Because the truth is, no, people don't attack what they don't fear. If you're catching heat, it probably means you're doing something worth noticing. Then there's failure, the enemy that most people run from, but you build from it. You use it like a staircase to rise higher. Emotional resilience is quiet strength. It doesn't scream, but it never surrenders. It's knowing that no matter how hard the world tries to make you is harder. So the next time you feel pressure, hate, or failure, don't flinch. Let your scars be your armor. Let your pain shape your purpose. Because emotional resilience isn't about surviving, it's about becoming unstoppable. There's a moment in life when you realize that truth isn't always convenient, but it's always necessary. Speaking the truth, especially when it's raw, uncomfortable, or unpopular, is not just an act of courage. It's a declaration of freedom. Most people censor themselves out of fear, fear of rejection, fear of conflict, fear of being seen differently. But growth doesn't live in comfort. It lives in truth. And sometimes that truth will cost you relationships, approval, or your reputation in the eyes of the crowd. But silence, the kind that betrays your own soul, costs more. The strongest individuals don't speak to please the room. They speak because they can't lie to themselves anymore. They understand that real change, real leadership, real integrity, it all starts with being brutally honest with yourself first, then with the world. Truth isn't about being aggressive, arrogant, always right. It's about having the guts to stand in your convictions even when your voice shakes. Yes, when everyone else is pretending not to see the problem, you will be misunderstood, you will be challenged, and you will be uncomfortable. But nothing strengthens your spine more than telling the truth when it's easier to stay silent. Because when you speak the truth, not out of hate, but from clarity, you become someone the world can't control. You become a mirror, a disruptor, a force. And once you've tasted that kind of authenticity, no applause, no likes, no fake approval can ever replace it. So speak it, even if it shakes the room, even if it costs you comfort. Because that rattles is still more powerful than lie that soothes. There's a powerful shift that happens the moment you stop pointing fingers and start taking full responsibility for your life. Playing the victim is easy. It gives you a built-in excuse. This happened to me. They betrayed me. Life isn't fair. And maybe all of that is true, But here's the reality. Staying stuck in that mindset keeps you powerless. It steals your ability to grow. Every time you blame someone else, you give them control of your life. And as long as you're waiting for an apology, a perfect opportunity, or someone else to make it right, you're not moving forward. People who win in life don't deny their pain, they own it. They say, yeah, life hit me hard and they turn every failure, every betrayal, every injustice into fuel. They know that while they may not be responsible for everything that happened to them, they are 100% responsible for how they respond. Yeah, this kind of mental toughness doesn't mean you're emotionless. It means you refuse to let the bad things define you. No more excuses. No more waiting for, no more crying about what should have been. Wipe the blood off your face and get back up. You are not a victim. You are the author. Write a new chapter, one where you take the pain, the pressure, the past, and build something strong, wiser, and more dangerous from it. Own your story, or someone else will write it for you.